Can you really tutor writing online? Is it as good as tutoring writing in person? These are the questions that people ask me, and before I started doing it, I wasn't really sure. And then I did start tutoring writing online, and what I realized was that it's not just that it's as effective as tutoring writing in person, it's more effective. And in this video, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how it works and why it's a great way to learn writing. I'm Suzanne Davis, and I'm an online academic writing tutor, and I work with college students and graduate students, helping them learn the writing skills and the techniques they need to know so they can excel in their classes. And this is where I do all that. Right now, I'm recording this video inside of Zoom. In Zoom, I can share my screen with my students, and they can share their screen with me so that we can be doing the same activities together. I can also immediately bring into a lesson online tools and online resources. So one of the activities I do with students a lot is editing, and I use a great online tool that will help me work with students so that they can do that. I use Hemingway Editor to help my students improve their writing style. And so what a student would do is copy and paste an essay or any kind of text into this website. And on the side, Hemingway makes suggestions of things to change to improve the writing clarity and then also the power of that writing. So I would guide a student as he or she is working through these changes. And I can see exactly what a student is struggling with and help that student at the exact point in which he or she needs my help. And really the best way to learn any kind of writing is by practicing it and then getting that coaching and that feedback on the work that you're doing. Another great aspect of tutoring writing online is the online writing collaboration I have with my students. So in an in-person tutoring session, I would work with the student on an activity, and then at the end of that lesson, that student would have the work that we did and then a plan for what to do next and throughout the week. And then that student would come to the next tutoring session with some work. And all of that is really valuable because the student is getting practice writing and then also getting those comments and those suggestions during a tutoring session. But I can actually do so much more through online tutoring, because I can help a student by giving feedback not just in a tutoring session, but throughout the entire week. So let me show you how I do that. I use Google Docs with my students, and before a lesson, I create an activity, and you'll see here, this is just a simple free writing activity asking my students to visualize a place they love and then to describe it. So once I've finished creating an activity, I then click on the share button. And here I set it to anyone with the link can edit. And then I copy this link. And when a tutoring session begins, I then just paste that link right into the chat box. My student can open this up and just start working on it with me. That student can be writing, I can be writing with the student. We can both make comments and ask questions. And it's a very interactive lesson. And also what's great about this is that because we've shared this document in a session, my student can keep working on this piece of writing all throughout the week and then share it with me at points when that student has a question or just wants a quick comment on the work he or she is doing. And all of this I can do using Google Docs. Another really great thing that I can do with online tutoring is that I have an online office hour. And this is so that students can just come to me with a question about their work. They can just share a piece of writing they're working on and then just get some help at the exact points at which they need it. Because sometimes a student just needs a little bit of extra help and not a whole other tutoring session's worth of help. And that's what I love, that I can support that student really throughout an entire week so that he or she can grow as a writer faster. And that's something I could never do before when I was tutoring writing in person, which is why I do this. So if you have questions about how tutoring writing online works, then please just post them in the comments or contact me and I'll be happy to answer anything. And if you'd like to get more videos with tips, advice, and suggestions on how to improve academic writing, then please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Cheers!